It is a wet day today in our neck of the woods. I was going to go out and do some yard work, but I'm not too excited about going out in the rain doing yard work. I'm not big on that. So I'm going to stay inside and do a tiny bit of cleaning. Okay, so I thought I could have the camera at a distance and show you what I was going to film, but I have to bring this up close, and hopefully in this lighting I will be able to. I'm going to try and show you at this angle. Okay, it's a little bit faint, but when we moved in I found caulking in my sink and there was some fingerprint. I don't know if you can see a faint mark here and a faint mark there, and then there's some marks over here as well, some drips and stuff. There's some caulking drips here, but there was drips here. I think you can see here and some down there. So I was looking at this and I'm like, every time I washed my dishes, it drove me crazy because I couldn't get it off. So I decided one day to experiment, and I took my soft scrub, my instant action cleaning with bleach, and I was like, what are the odds? So I shook it up and I squirted some on a paper towel. And since the paper towel is a little bit rough, I went ahead and squirted some soft scrub, and I just scrubbed for a little bit. I observed that it took it off. But I'm going to go around and I'm going to clean it all up. And my toothbrush, I didn't show you, but I have a bit of a curve on the tip here. And I'm going to, hopefully with the curve, I'll be able to get around the tap and behind all the sink. So maybe I should clean that first and then around. I'm going to get this wet a little bit. For now, I just put that much on. Doesn't need to be a whole lot. Like I said, I have a tiny little area. Everybody uses different cleaners for different things. Flat edge, even though it's not curved, that flat edge right there. And I'm getting, there's a bit of cheese in here. Sorry, not in the camera. A bit of cheese in here that got stuck. And I got it out with that edge instead of pushing on the bristles and damaging them. Okay, this one real quick. And if you want to, you could have the soft scrub sit in the, after you get it all, scrubbed and everything, just let it sit and do its work. I might need to let this sit for a little bit while I get the inside of the sink cleaned, which is fine. And I'm not going to use it to scrub here. I'm going to probably get some vinegar in this because I don't want to plug the soft scrub in those holes, because they're tiny little holes. So I'm probably going to get some vinegar and just put it over top of here, just like a shower head. You want the acid in the vinegar to get in there. So I'm just getting around the drain. I know some people like it before and after. You've seen the before and after. My drain, my plugs are already shining. So you could even, if you really thoroughly want to do a good job, just untwist this, it comes apart, and then clean inside the groove and underneath the rubber piece. Now I did tell you I scrubbed over here already, but it doesn't hurt to do it again. Since I have this ditch back here, I have all this water build up, so I need to keep wiping it out so that I don't have a puddle. Because I noticed a puddle one day, and if I don't clean it, then that's how that grime gets around there. If you want to use a brush to scrub and get it done quicker and just break it all down, you're welcome to. I actually have a plastic nail scrubber that I don't really use anymore, and I could be using that with this because it's white and it won't hurt it. And it won't turn white. Like I said, it's already white, so I could use that to get it really good. Let me get this edge. See if it'll... Oh yeah, that was thicker. Okay. For the thicker spots, I'm using this rubber toothbrush end. And that one spot that I scrubbed off, I can just feel the thickness of the caulk, and it's coming off. It does take a little bit of elbow grease, so to speak, but it helps. And I'd rather be looking at a clean sink than a dirty sink. One that has caulk all over it anyway. Now as I'm going along, I am seeing more spots, and I just rub it, and it's coming off. Now if I was using a knife, it would be scratching my sink, and I don't want that. Especially when you go to sell a sink, a house later, and they walk in there and look at the sink, it's like, why is it all scratched up? It kind of devalues the kitchen and the house. I rinsed my sink out and cleaned the drain up before I did all this. Because you don't want food smearing all over. Let that sit for a minute, just to be on the safe side. I'm going to work on this other half. And you can use Comet with bleach if you want, to really, because the grit in it might work as well. So, whatever floats your boat. You can feel the thickness of this caulk as I'm using this toothbrush. Rinse it. I'll just wipe with a wet paper towel on the outside. Taking a toothpick. There's still grime in here, and you want to, if a toothbrush bristle doesn't work, then just get something even skinnier like a toothpick. If you're in the kitchen, if the sink isn't clean, just makes it feel like the whole kitchen is just blech. Whenever you're done cleaning your dishes or whatever, just make sure that when you go to do the sink, you don't leave water sitting, because if it sits overnight, and then during the day, and then overnight again, builds up all that junk and dirt and nastiness and grime. So, now after you're all said and done here, rinse this out again and wipe. Here it is, all scrubbed and looking better. Alright. Hope this wasn't too boring of a video for you, but thanks for watching, and I hope that my cleaning motivated you to go out and get your kitchen cleaned, because your sink at least, because you never know what you might find, an unpleasant visitor in your sink or something, some kind of dirt or buildup or who knows what. So anyway, there's my finished product, and I am going to, shame to say I haven't been keeping it as clean as I should be every day or whatever, but I'm going to work on keeping it clean. And we will see you guys in the next video. Have a good week. Take care.